Dear students, in this slide, I will discuss about data mining. And we will discuss what is data mining and why it is required. So, as you can see in the slide, that data has grown explosively in recent years. Means from initially world data, if we talk about world data, it was in terabytes, and now terabytes means 1000 to power 4, and now it has reached to yottabytes, which is 1000 to power 8. Okay, that means data is increasing at a very explosive rate. And and in order to extract information from this data, we need data mining. Okay, so what is data mining? Extracting information from this amount of big data. Okay, see, so now data collection and availability has also increased. Why it has increased? Nowadays you can see there is a lot of data is automatically collected. Nobody is sitting with keyboard and mouse and manually entering the data. Okay, so it automated data collector tools are there. If you go to big bazaar and other places, you will know that they are automated tools are there for data collection. Okay, when goods are coming in, automatically their entries being done, and when they are going out, automatically their entries are being done. Similar is in the case of parking. Okay, automatically if, you must have heard about FASTag thing. Means a vehicle will go on highway, and at toll, automatically a system will do all the entry of the vehicle, as well as deduct the money which is required as a toll to a particular highway. And every minute, means for every minute there are 10 or more vehicles are going, and this is happening at thousands and thousands tolls across the world. So you can imagine the automatic data collection throughout the world. And now, why we collect data? We collect data for information. And if we are unable to extract information, then there is no point of collecting the data. So what is data mining? Extracting useful information from this enormous data. Okay, and what are major sources of data? As you can see, business, e-commerce data. Whatever you are browsing is saved, and data is being generated. Web, whatever you are putting on the web is a data. Whatever transactions you are doing is a data. And then science is there. Okay, and then this your society, and everywhere your news, digital camera nowadays, whatever you are taking on your mobile phone camera is also a data, and you are uploading to Google Pictures, and Google Pictures is doing something from that data. Okay, at least doing face recognition as of now, but lot more things can be done. Okay, they can do lot more things, which we'll be studying in as you progress, because this is your first year only. So in short, what is data mining? Extracting useful information from a big chunk of data, not a very small thing, like only 10 records are there and you are extracting information. No need for data mining in that. You can easily extract the information, but data mining and their tools are needed when data is big. Okay, now why data mining? So in the previous slide, as I have already told, nowadays we have lot of data, means we are rich in data. Okay, but we are poor in information. Okay, we are becoming data rich and poor in information, which is not the desired situation. Because initially, in the first place, we collected the data so that we can extract the information. And now if we are unable to put something useful out of it, then this situation will be known as data rich burst, information poor. For example, as you can see in our campus in GU or in whatever society you are living in, there are a lot of video cameras. Okay, and these video cameras are recording 24 into 7. And what we are extracting from that data, what knowledge we are getting from that data is almost nil. Means whenever something bad happens, we go back and try to check, and in a continuous manner we are not taking any information. So this situation is known as data rich but information poor. And why we are unable to do that? Because we are not using any data mining techniques in our those CCTV cameras. Okay, so what data mining includes is automated analysis of massive data sets. Okay, data mining is relevant only when there are massive data sets. So as I have told you many times in previous slides that what is data mining? Data mining is nothing but knowledge discovery from data. Okay, and what is knowledge? Extraction of interesting, non-trivial, okay, non-trivial, implicit, previously unknown. This is very important. Okay, if you are doing data mining and coming up with something which is already known, so that is not data mining, and potentially useful. This is also very important. It should be useful. Okay, you are coming up with something and which is not useful in making any decision or any primary objective of our business, then that is that doesn't, whatever you are doing is something, but it's not data mining. Okay, and patterns and knowledge from huge amount of data is mandatory condition of data mining. Okay, okay. Hmm. So what are alternative names of data mining? Means what are other names, or what are different names by which data mining is known? So some people sometimes say knowledge discovery in database, means KDD is a short term, knowledge discovery in databases. This is nothing but data mining. Knowledge extraction from data. This is again a alternative name of data mining. Then data pattern analysis. Okay, this is again nothing but data mining. Data archaeology. Okay, so this is also data mining. Okay, these are alternative names, but every means they refer to data mining. Data dredging, information harvesting, business intelligence, etc. So these are different names of data mining. In your exam, it may be asked that tell me four different names of data mining, or what are four other names by which data mining is known. So you can write all these things. Okay, so now in this slide I will discuss what are different applications of data mining. Means I will be discussing some applications only. There can be thousands of applications of data mining, but I am discussing some major applications which you should be aware of. Okay, so first application is data analysis and decision support. Means doing analysis from the data which supports your decision making. Okay, then market analysis and management. Why market analysis and management is done? Because if you want to increase your sales, which is directly increasing revenue in the business, which your business community is interested in, because they have invested money in data mining so that they can get profit. Okay, so this market analysis is and management is the area where data mining is highly used. And sub area of marketing analysis and management is target marketing. Okay, target marketing is, means suppose there are 100 customers, and if somehow I know that only 10 are interested in product A and 10 are interested, suppose C, 10 are interested in product A, 10 are interested in product B, then we should target these 10 for product A and another 10 for product B. This is known as target marketing. Instead, you try to sell product A to 100 people. Ultimately, only 10 will be interested. So instead of focusing your energy on 100 people, we can now do target marketing through email, SMS, or even calls. You can also visit their home also. Customer relationship management, this is very important, because nowadays our customers are not coming to our shops. See, Amazon customers are not seeing the shop. They are coming to the application, they are generating their data, and from their data we have to understand the needs of the customer, and we have to build a strong relationship so that they become your loyal customers. Okay, so this is customer relationship management, and which is very important application of data mining. Market basket analysis, cross selling, market segmentation are some other applications which are uh, useful, which can be said to be useful application of your data mining. There means when I'm writing only these applications, it doesn't mean that no, only these applications are there. There are maybe other applications. Okay, and in fact there are other applications. So this slide is in continuation with previous slide. I decided that I should discuss some more applications, so that is why I have made this slide also. So some other applications are risk analysis and management. So what is the risk analysis can be of different types. I am taking example of a financial risk. Okay, suppose 10 customers approach to a bank. Okay, 10 customers approach to bank. Okay, and now they want loan. Okay, and bank has a capacity to give loan to only 5 people, or bank wants to give loan to 5 people, so that and bank also wants to ensure that these 5 people are not risky. Okay, so risk analysis is done. Okay, out of these 10 people who are asking for a loan, which people are risky. Okay, so if this kind of a risk analysis is done, if they are at high risk, that bank thinks that they will take a loan and they cannot give, so bank may uh, not give them loan. Okay, so this risk analysis is done using initially it was done manually, and manual took a lot of time and money, because a single human was dedicated towards a customer, and ultimately he came up that this customer should not be given the loan. Nowadays this the same thing is done by your systems who do data mining. You feed means data of the customer is given to the system, and risk analysis is done. I'm considering one more example. Okay, this is the risk analysis which can be done prior and decided that these loans are risky or not. And if bank will give risky loans, then they may charge higher rate of interest. Second example is suppose I am shopping using credit card. Okay, so risk analysis should be done on my transaction. Suppose some other person make a fraudulent transaction. Somehow he steals the details and he wants to purchase something. Okay, so then what my real-time data analysis system will do, it will analyze my pattern of shopping or my pattern of expenditure, and if that it doesn't matches with the fraudulent person, which it will obviously not match. So what it will do, it will generate initial one, two or three more flags, like it may ask some more details so that those fraudulent transactions are stopped. Okay, so like for example, credit card has data from the credit card says that I usually shopping from morning 8 a.m. to 12 at midnight, and some transactions happens at 3 at midnight, and that too from the country which is not India. So this is clearly, it indicates that this is not my pattern, and this transaction may be fraudulent. So lot of frauds are stopped before they actually happen using data mining, which was not otherwise possible. Otherwise, the standard approach was that fraud was done and then it was investigated, and it took again time, and customer was means customer faced a lot of problem, as well as the bank who issued the credit card. I personally myself have been a victim of fraud 2-3 times. Okay, so one first fraud was done, then when it was done again, so credit card automatically stopped that transaction, and it intimated me, and then I called the bank and stopped the payment, because in credit card what happens, you do the payment and then bank gives to the other party after 1 or 2 days. So bank also intimated them that because this transaction was fraudulent, we are not going to pay any money. So I was benefited as well as bank was benefited. Okay, and it also helped in recognizing the person who has done the fraud. Okay, so what I was talking was fraud detection, and detection of unusual patterns. Okay, so this is the point which is written here. So these are also applications of data mining. So other applications include text mining, which you easily observe in your Gmail, because your system automatically identifies spam mail and put in spam folders. And 95% of the time, this your system is right. It puts spam mail into spam. 5% of the time it may be wrong, but you will very soon see that efficiency will be increased to near about 99%. Okay, stream data mining. Okay, means doing data mining on as we stream. Okay, this YouTube is doing this. Okay, so that people do not upload content which is not allowed on YouTube. So this is stream data mining. They detect it and then they block that video. Bioinformatics and biodata analysis, like our Aadhaar and other thing, whatever analysis is done, uh, this is used. Okay, the area of bioinformatics and biodata analysis is large. We will discuss in upcoming years, but for as of now, you can say that bio means whatever bio information we collect from various biometric devices, we can do analysis using data mining. Okay, market analysis and management. Market analysis and management deals with means market and other analysis. Uh, here question arises that whatever you are doing a lot of data mining and you are using data mining in different applications, but where does this data comes from? So answer is correct. This data is coming from credit card transactions, loyalty card, discount coupons, customer complaint calls, surveys, etc. List is large. So a lot of data is automatically being generated, and now we can do market analysis and management. Like from analyzing credit card transactions, I can know about the customer, that whether if he spends 100 rupees, how much, what is the percent of the money he spends on groceries, and what is the percent of the money he is spending on luxury products or other category of products. Okay, in this slide we will discuss about marketing analysis and management. This is in continuation with previous slide. So what is target marketing? Target marketing, as I have already told you, that target the customers from the population, and try to sell them products which interest them. Okay, so now we will discuss in detail. So how target marketing is done? Find clusters of model customers who share same characteristics. Okay, suppose I like electronic goods, some other person like electronic goods, and so we will create a cluster of those customers, and then this cluster is made on the basis of their common interest, income level, spending habits, etc. Okay, example, most customers with income level 60,000 to 80,000 with food expenses, 600 to $700, and in your case you can consider it as rupees also. They spend 6 to 800 per month on a food expenses, okay, that live in their area. So now these customers can be considered as one group and they can be targeted for ads of food expenses. Okay, they can be genuine people. Determine customer purchasing patterns over time. Okay, so what happens, customers between 20 to 29-year-old, uh, mm, and income between 20 to 29,000 usually buy this type of CD players. So this is purchasing pattern over time. Okay, and now if you go to some other age group, say 30 to 40, they have some other patterns, and similarly old people, young people, they have patterns. So these are very important characteristics and very important applications where data mining is doing wonders. Okay, and people like Amazon and other e-commerce portals, big e-commerce portals are making millions just because of data mining. Otherwise, they would have been flooded with the data and they would have not able to extract useful information. Okay, that is all in this lecture. We will have one more discussion on data mining in the next lecture. But for your references, you can refer this data mining book, Concepts and Techniques, second edition by Morgan Kaufman series, Data Management series, second edition. So this book is very good, and I recommend you to for extra knowledge. Otherwise, we will be giving you slides and other materials. So keep studying, keep enjoying. Thank you.